So for those of us that are possibly staying at home right now, or need a little tablet for work, or need something for school or for the kids, or whatever it is, but don't have a lot of money right now to put towards one of these pieces of gear, we're going to be looking at the DragonTouch Max10 tablet. Now this tablet only comes in at about $140 US, and I believe that puts it in and around the $200 mark Canadian, but it is a full HD tablet, 10-inch, at $140 US, 200 Canadian. Is it any good? We're going to take a look at this guy right here, DragonTouch Max10, right now. Okay, my friends, so I've actually opened this already, have been playing with it for a little bit, and honestly, at the price point, I think it's actually pretty good. Now, I'm not a huge Android tablet user. I do have an iPad, of course, but this is a budget-friendly tablet running Android 9, I believe it is. It had some updates when I first started it, but I wanted you guys to see what this has, because I think in its price point, especially looking at that it's just over, again, $100 US, this is probably one of the nicest 10-inch tablets that is out there. I honestly didn't expect it to be as good and as well built as it was. So if we look at the Amazon.com listing right here, DragonTouch Max10 tablet, Android 9 Pie, octa-core processor, 10-inch Android tablet, 32 gigs of storage, 1920 by 1200 IPS HD, 5G Wi-Fi, USB Type-C port, metal body. Like, it's everything in it screams that it should be way more valuable, I think, than the price that it's being sold at. And even right now on Amazon.com, you're looking at a $10 additional taken off. So this puts it at like 129 bucks US. So before we look at it, it also has Bluetooth, Wi-Fi. It says FM. I haven't tried the FM, but I guess it's there. That's kind of cool. 2 gigs of RAM, black, and an 8 megapixel rear-facing camera. So one of the things, of course, with the camera on this is that it's not fantastic, but it'll do the trick. It'll do the job if you're gonna be looking at this to do like some Zoom calls or web chats or something like that, and to take the odd little photo. Will it do? Sure. Is it gonna be fantastic? No, but it is what it is. I'll put some clips near the end for you guys. Anyways, here's the box right here. DragonTouch Max10, octa-core. It says 3 plus 32 gigs. I'm not even sure what that means, 3 plus 32. I don't know, 1200 by 1920. Flip it around on the back, nothing. That's it. So once we open it, it has, and again, I've already played with this already, so I'm just showing you guys what's in the box. Here's the tablet itself, so we'll just kind of put this over here. And you get a little tiny charging brick, which again is fantastic, because we're seeing so many companies just being like, you don't need one of those. But I do need one of those, because you don't know if this may be the only computer that I have. Maybe I'm just getting into computers. Maybe I'm a kid. Maybe I'm someone older that has never really even played with tablets and doesn't have anything like that. We have a user manual. We have our USB-A to USB-C cable, and we have a little DragonTouch activate your 2-year free warranty. All of that, fantastic. 2 years, not bad. Okay, and here's the tablet, because this is what you're expecting. Now, first off, and this is the one that surprised me by far the most, I was kind of shocked, was that this thing has got some weight to it. It is really heavy. I was just surprised at the weight out of this thing. You expect, for this price, again, I keep referring back to the price, because my expectation is this is just going to be really cheap feeling when you got it, but it's not. That full metal body, like they say, just adds a nice bit of weight to it and makes it feel like an actual quality piece of hardware, which it actually is, which is again a little surprising. So on here, this is your screen. It's a little smudgy because I've been using it. What I do like about it, and this is one of the complaints that I even have with like the iPad, is that I like the fact that their camera is right here. Their front-facing camera is here, because if you and I are doing something like a Zoom call, when we're holding it like this is going to be perfect, because this is where your camera is. On an iPad, for instance, it always makes you feel like you're looking kind of off to the side, because the camera's on one of the ends on the front facing. So you're more like this, but this is the way you and I would probably hold it for a lot of that. So I like the fact that they have their front facing camera here. On the rear, of course, Same idea. The rear facing camera is in the center, so they put it off to the center. This is going to be where you and I can add anything external for SD cards, so micro SD. This just pops up. There's going to be your USB. I do like the fact that they've kind of labeled everything on the back. Again, a little smudgy, so just kind of ignore that. This is your power, your up, your down for volume, and your reset. You have 2 stereo speakers, and that's it for buttons on it. But again, I'm just shocked at how well this feels. So when you're holding it, you can see this is always going to be kind of upright, so DragonTouch across the back, which puts the camera nice and forward facing on the top, which is excellent. And you can hold this power button down. Hopefully I have charge on here. Yep. And there we go, DragonTouch, powered by Android. So we're gonna let this boot up. Now again, when you boot it up for the very first time, it is gonna go through a setup. And for me at least, it did have a couple system updates. So it pulled those updates down and installed them. So some security updates. Had to log into your network. Bonus is this does accept the 5 gigahertz system. So if you have that, it should connect to it nice and easy so that you'll get those 5 gigahertz speeds, which is again great because a lot of budget tablets will only work on the 2.4 gigahertz. So this will actually pull from the 5. So here it is. And this 19 by 20 screen for this size, I think is great. You can see everything right here. The fonts are nice and small on here. They're super crisp, which is great. I'm gonna actually see if I can pull down from here. And this is my screen brightness pretty much at its brightest. And we just log in and we'll spin this back around this way for you guys. So there it is. I'll set it down so you guys can see that nice. Perfect. And I'll have a sip of coffee, because that's also important first thing in the morning. So I've downloaded a couple pieces of software. Now this doesn't come with much installed. This is a nice clean install. It does have all the Google apps, of course, which is always good because you and I need to have kind of that. And that's kind of something that is going to be on all Android tablets because Android's made by Google. So even though this claims to be clean, we are getting all the Google apps, so just be aware. But there's nothing else on there in regards to any kind of bloatware. This page here is all apps that I've downloaded so that I could play with this. Usually it comes with this. This is it. So there's all your Google apps right there. This is your Play Store. Again, I've access to Play Store so that I can play with it. I got my Facebook, I got a Geekbench score, some Call of Duty, Fast, some games, and a Game Pass, things like that, Apple Music, so I can listen to some music. But the reason that I downloaded some of these was I wanted to see how well this performed in regards to, let's say, gameplay, because this may be something that you're interested in. If you're going to be using this for Facebook or, like I said, Zoom calls or getting your email and browsing the web, it's going to be perfectly amazing. It's going to do everything you want. Again, the fonts are really nice. The 1920 by 1200 resolution I find really good. Is there higher resolution out there? Sure. Is it noticeable? Maybe. I don't know. But you're going to be paying 2-3 times the amount for those kind of tablets versus this. So if you want that flagship quality, that premium tablet, you're going to pay for it. For this though, let's try a few things. So I have Fast here, and I do have a 5 gigahertz network. Now it is on a lower level in our house because this is where we shoot these. So my expectation is that we'll get decent speeds, not fantastic, because I never get great speeds up here. So we're gonna load Fast. It should connect, and hopefully we'll see. There she goes. Yeah, so 54, that's actually usually what I get up and around here. So it doesn't matter if I'm on an iPhone or my iPad, if I'm getting in that 40 to 60 range, perfect. When I tested this downstairs, I was getting closer to about 120, 140, which is exactly what my network provides. I should be getting between 140 and 150, so it was perfect, exactly what I wanted. So the Wi-Fi in here, doing very well. So no complaints at all with that. Now we're going to go in and try some games, because I think for a lot of us, games may be something that we're interested in playing with this, especially if we're looking at something maybe inexpensive to get for the kids. So anyways, I got a few games installed on here. We'll try Asphalt 9 right now. So this one here, fairly graphic heavy game. So I've got it installed. You guys will be able to see this load, hopefully. I will fast forward over all the kind of loading screens because you don't want to see that. Nobody wants to see that because there's nothing to see. All right, here we go. I think things are happening. And you will also be able to hear what the speaker's like. So here you go, some sound. Okay, it's game time. I couldn't remember how to get through the screen, but even the screens move very fluidly. Nothing wrong with that. I may have to lift this up, so hopefully you guys will be able to see this okay, because I think this is a leaning game. I can't remember. Maybe, maybe not. It may be a pull. All right, here we go. So nothing wrong with that. That plays fantastic. You would have no issues playing that. Runs nice and smooth. Super good, no lagging. Super happy. That works better than I expected it to. So I like that. Now, let's play another game that's maybe a little more graphic intensive. Not a game that I would play a lot of, but you guys will get an idea. And this is Call of Duty. So we're gonna put some Call of Duty up here. Give that a shot. Get it? Call of Duty. Whatever. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. All right, so load time was good. All right, so here it is, and we just have it in basic. And the big thing that we're just looking for right now is playability. So you'll see this moves very nice, as well as all this movement. So no real complaints. Like this definitely moves great. Like, pick it up. Awesome, move to the next target. You know, I can look around. Again, I'm not great at these kind of games, so that's fine. Oh. Reload. The animation looks good. Oh. What was that? Yeah, and I'm not going to play too much here because you guys don't want to see me suck at playing Call of Duty. But again, that runs good. It's nice and smooth. And again, I was a little shocked at how smooth this could be. Because at this being such a budget-friendly tablet, I would expect this to really lag. But there's not a lot of lagging here at all. This moves along quite nicely. So the last thing we're going to look at is the cameras. So if you just want to take some photos or some videos, is it okay? Is this going to work? So we're going to just pop the camera open here. There's the video. So we're just going to do a quick video here. And what I'll do is I'll add this so you guys can see it. So there's the video quality. And it's okay. It's nothing going to be super exciting, but that's the computer I'm looking at right now. And we can spin that around and take a shot so you can see me. Now, it does look like when it's shooting on the front-facing cameras, you guys can see here, it does look like you are getting it in just like standard definition. So 640 by 480. But quality looks okay. Looks like it would work for like video calls and things like that. And I have the camera kind of upside down, but doesn't really matter. But there's your video. And then last but not least, here is a photo. So we'll do a photo facing that way. There you go, photo. And we will we'll actually bring one in fairly close so you guys can see the quality of it. So there we go. And then we'll spin that around and get one of me. So it does have a couple little features in here. And we'll get one this way, just so we can see the quality of that photo. Again, we can't expect too much, but I think it's all right. The other thing I like about this, you guys can see this, I think. If we come back here, what it has that not all of these cameras have, which is kind of nice. You guys see that? It's got a light on a tablet. Yeah, that's pretty cool. And you can just turn that off when you don't need it. You can set it to auto. You can do all kinds of cool things. I think that's That's full featured. I got it upside down. It doesn't matter. You're taking pictures. You can flip them around later. All right, guys, so I think this really is a fantastic little tablet. It is now getting, you guys can see it here, almost 1,500 reviews, 4.5 stars. There's always gonna be someone that expects something that they're not getting or possibly got a defective one or whatever. But I think at this price point, right now about 130 US, 200-ish dollars Canadian, this is really, really hard to beat. And one of the things that I wanna test come September, I think it's September 15th, is I have an Xbox One, and that is going to be getting that Xbox cloud service. And I'm curious to see if this is going to have enough horsepower to be able to do some casual gaming with that Xbox cloud service, that streaming. Because if you and I have that and you're like, well, I can't do any of that streaming on an iOS platform, like an iPhone or an iPad, because they're not allowing it, which is a totally different story. But you're like, I want that. Well, maybe getting something like this, if it actually can run that really well, will make it even a better option. So in September, when that feature comes out and is available, we're gonna test this tablet again to see if it's able to work with that service, that Xbox cloud gaming service, because I think that'll be fantastic if it works. All right, my friends, I'm gonna leave you there. I think this is hands down super awesome, really cool, and I'll be using this a lot, I think. I think it's a great little device for you and I. Secondary device, primary device, does everything you need it to do, and super budget friendly. You just can't go wrong for that. All right, my friends, links down below if you're interested. This is the DragonTouch Max10 tablet. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Hit the notification bell. We'll have more of these reviews coming. And again, we'll have an update to this one down the road. All right, my friends, we will see you guys tomorrow. Yeah, cheers. Later.